The extraordinary thing about the World Cup is that from this one premise, this international platform that was created, you see all these incredible projects and developments through photography, through live event production, through music, through art, through expression, through many, many different skills and abilities that were able to shine as a result of this international platform that the World Cup created. The South African story came from the experience of working at the World Cup kickoff concert this year in Orlando Stadium in Soweto. So I was privileged to be able to be put in contact with a number of young people that came from surrounding townships who came along as work experience students onto this event site. My overriding memory was actually escorting Desmond Tutu onto stage. We had a very difficult rehearsal, so then we had to all focus really, really hard on the actual show that night because we were broadcasting live to 1 billion people around the world. So this meant that we had to everyone had sleeves up, stuck in and 100% focus. And my role moved from working across all the backstage areas to being on the side of stage, and my job was to ensure that every single artist and every single presenter was on the stage, relaxed, ready to perform on time. So Desmond Tutu obviously was one of many people I escorted to the stage that night, and the only reason I was able to do that and give my full focus to it was because these young people were running the office so well I didn't even need to think about it by the time we had got to the event. The short film we were about to see is based around one of the young students. So Siyabonga comes from Soweto. He was one of the students that was chosen to be on an intensive photography and filmmaking training course. And our paths crossed on the World Cup kickoff concert.
From Wembley to Soweto is a football-based project created by renowned photographer John Cole and his friend David Westhead, enabling kids from the township like Siyabonga Sepokele to capture life through a lens and pursue a career.
I'm planning to study photography. I don't think my parents are going to be able to pay for such studies. I hope something can come up and I can make it. John and David have really changed our lives. We wouldn't know what we know right now if it wasn't for them.
A 14-year-old boy with a vision, the American who holds the key.
Let's talk about today's shoot. We're going to do the World Cup from a Soweto perspective.
These guys, they dedicated their time and money. A photo is more than just a photo. It tells a story. I just fell in love with it.
These kids are fantastic. The only thing is they're just so polite, but they're getting better. They're learning to be cheeky and a bit New Yorkish, but I want to somehow plug them in so they can make some money.
I wish that one day I could do a thing just like this again to the other kids in South Africa.
What is unbelievable about this is we are in front of 20,000 people, and at the end of the day, for them, taking photographs of their people in their community, watching their show, don't get much better than that, mate.
So there's many, many different organisations that already exist that once they work together and find out about each other are hugely beneficial for the organisations and most importantly for the young people themselves. The importance of engaging young people rather than placing further restrictions on young people is much more to do with a sense of choice. You know, if you say you can't do something to a young person, they're probably going to try and do it. If you say you can do something to a young person, then they may just take you up on that and, you know, develop into the person that they are.